Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you all are masking up. And I hope if you're over the age of 16 in the US, you are planning to get your vaccine. I put up a poll on Thursday and I asked you all to vote on 4 video options that you'd like me to speak on. And it was a nice split, but most of you wanted me to tell another Just Jazz crazy story. Now, the other videos, options that I had, I will be talking about those. Just I wanted to give you guys the option. So please, every Thursday, check my YouTube community tab because I will be posting polls and asking you all what you want to see in the upcoming weeks. Anyway, so today's story, I might have told it before, and I think I deleted the video because it didn't turn out the way I wanted it. But today we are going to be talking about something that happened to me about 6 or 7 years ago. I was on the bus, I was in college, I was on the bus heading back to my apartment, and this woman gets on the bus, and I feel her staring at me, which isn't new. People stare at me all the time, mostly children, but every once in a while you'll get an adult or two. So this woman keeps staring at me, and I usually ignore it, but for the first time, it made me feel really uncomfortable. So I turned to her and I asked her, I'm like, what are you staring at? And she said, nothing. Next thing I know, this woman looks at me again and proceeds to tell me, I think you're ugly. And I said to her, cool, thanks. You're not the first person to tell me that. For the rest of the 20-minute bus ride, proceed to tell me how ugly I was. She proceeds to tell me that Satan had to create me because God would not make anybody that looked as ugly as you. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you're on a bus, weren't there other people around? Wouldn't they have stepped in to help out? No. Well, yes, there were other people on the train, on the bus, but no, nobody wanted to get involved. They would stare at her, and you could tell they were making faces at her for speaking to me that way, but no one really intercepted for the first time in a long time up to that point, because I was in my early 20s. I never really felt ugly. I know that I was made this way. God made me this way for a reason. I need to be happy with who I am. But to be berated for 20 minutes was actually soul crushing. And I don't know why it was soul crushing because the woman was clearly nuts. I'm sure she had mental illness or whatever, or maybe she was just a hateful person. But for some reason, my pride and my soul took a beating that day. I get off the bus driver finally tells her to cut it out. This is after I get to my destination and I'm being let off the bus. Too late, sir. And he says, I hope you have a nice day. I get off the bus and I start crying. I ran into my apartment. I cried. I told my friends. Of course, they made me feel better, but it just, I don't know, it's after that day, and I'm not blaming her because we all have to take responsibility in our lives. But for a couple years after that, it's almost like I knew how different I actually was. And it pisses me off that this crazy lady on the bus brought me down so much. I hated myself for a while, for a few years. I think I had probably always felt that way. She brought the emotions out within me. So that is the crazy story. But the moral of the story is, number one, I know I'm not ugly anymore. Beauty is in the behind. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if you think I'm ugly, okay, that's cool. It doesn't bother me anymore. But I know that I'm beautiful. I wake up every morning, and when I'm getting ready for the day, I tell myself at least 10 times that I am enough, and people love you, and you're incredibly blessed, and everything that's happening to you, you're at the right place at the right time. So this is my message to you all. Don't let anyone tell you you're ugly. I mean, they can tell you you're ugly, but don't believe it. Be you, be true to yourself. If you have deformities or if you have flaws, uh, know that those flaws are meant to help you in life. Don't let people tell you anything else. It's good to stand out. It's good to be different. And that's all I got for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of quick, but I think I think the message is clear. This is not a pity video. This is just to tell you some of the things that what it's like to be just jazz as usual. And if you want to hear a story of me falling in a washing machine or getting a lap dance and how I almost hyperventilated, please click over here. If you want to know if you want to know my last videos where I talk about struggling to get a wheelchair lift in the car, click over here. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And remember, you are made the way you were supposed to be made. Don't let anyone tell you any different. And if you are different, you are meant to stand out. Check out my videos. God bless. Bye.